Hello, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? So, there are a bunch of motions and orders that were filed in the Lori Vallow Daybell case, and we are going to jump into that. We will let a bunch of people get in before we start so we don't have to keep repeating ourselves. So, how is everybody this morning? Good morning, Shannon's Copper. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Katerina. Muffin Top. Good morning, everybody. I was going to do this yesterday, but it was getting pretty late by the time I got all the information downloaded. There was a problem with downloading, so figured I'd wait till this morning and get this out there. Hello, Judy. Ivy Blue. Hello, and good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well this morning. Judy. Let me just get my comments up here. Yes, good to see you too. I know there's a lot of people in different time zones, so it's kind of hard to decide when to get in and go live so everybody can have a chance at catching a live. Good morning, H-Bum. Thank you for tuning in. BC, yes, it's been really hot here in Ontario the last, I'd say, week, you guys. So Marie saying hi to everybody in chat. Kristen Rose, hello. Tessie Cooper, hello. And I do have it set, you guys, for subscribers only can chat. So you have to be subscribed to the channel to chat. It kind of cuts down on a lot of the trolls coming in and the bots and stuff like that. Ooh, Muffin Top. 4 months. I wish I could put those up on the screen, you guys, but unfortunately on StreamYards I cannot post the free chats like that. But thank you, Muffin Top, for being a member for 4 months. Thank you. I do see it on my Creator Studio, but it doesn't come up in StreamYards. So, okay, so let's jump into this, you guys. Okay, let me get back over to StreamYards here so I can share this with you so you can see it as I am going through it. Here we go. So as you can see, we've got 5 to go over. Some of them are a little lengthy. I think there's one that's really lengthy. This one, it's going to be this one here. But you're going to get to see everything that has been filed, and it gives us a bit of an insight to you guys as to what was found. Okay, so let me just click back over here so I can see you guys. Okay, so this is Lindsay Blake that filed this one, and Rob Wood, so they're the prosecutors in the case. This is the affidavit of Rylene Nolan. Rylene is going to be the one who does the DNA. Okay, so this is her affidavit, or his. I don't know if it's a male or a female. Rylene, I think it's a female, but I could be wrong. So this is against the both of them. You will see some of the filings are just from Chad's lawyer or Lori's lawyer, but this is regarding the both of them. And it basically says that she's going to dispose and say as follows: that she's over 18 and competent to make an affidavit based on my personal knowledge. I am employed as the laboratory manager of the Idaho State Police Forensics Services, a laboratory in Meridian, Idaho, sorry. I've been employed with the ISPFS since November of 2002 and have served as the Meridian laboratory manager since September of 2014. So she knows what she's doing, she or he. I'm currently qualified and proficiency tested biological screening analyst. I've been qualified in biological screening since June of 2003. I'm currently qualified and proficiency. Oh my gosh, you guys, here we go again with my tongue twisting. Tested DNA analysis. I have been qualified in DNA analysis since May of 2005. Good morning, everybody coming in. Rosie, good morning, my dear. Vicky H, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I affirm that ISPFS laboratory system as well as the ISPFS laboratory in Meridian, Idaho are accredited by A2LA in accordance with the recognized ISO/IEC 1725-2017 requirements, in addition to the R221 specific requirements for forensic examination. I affirm DNA casework analyst is in nuclear STRS is part of the Meridian laboratory scope of oh my God. They're accredited there, okay? This morning is not a good morning, you guys. I can't get my words out. I affirm an analyst in the ISPFS biology DNA casework section completed multiple reports related to this case. In those reports, the following items have been identified. Hairs on duct tape inside a body bag reported by Rexburg Police Department to have been used to transport the remains of JJ Vallow. This evidence is identified in report number 13 as item 1116. Ridge detail on the adhesive side of the tape reported by Rexburg Police Department to be associated with JJ Vallow's body as described above for touch and trace DNA. So, let me be clear. He or she is stating here, in addition, that they meet the requirements in addition to the R221 specific requirements for forensic examination. And this person affirms DNA casework analyst in nuclear TSR is part of, okay, where does it say? I affirm an analyst in the ISPF biology casework section completed. Okay, so they have already, let me see if I can highlight this here. No, I can't. Already completed multiple reports related to the case. And in those reports, the following items have been identified. Okay. Small dark spots on the handles of a shovel and a pickaxe reported by Rexburg Police Department to have been recovered from a garage barn. Now, if you guys go back into my reads and my other coverage on this, I have said that red barn shed, whatever that is, I'm drawn to it and it's going to be of importance long before any of this information came out. So this stuff with the shovel and the pickaxe was recovered from that red barn and garage, okay? Good morning, Comptoot. Nice to see you. The state does not intend to consume each of these spots, but to consume a significant amount to determine if they contain human DNA and or any profile. So they're looking for DNA of both JJ and Tylee, more so Tylee because we know that she would have had to have been dismembered and burned. Okay? This evidence is identified in report number 10. Swabs of tape areas associated with items 11 and 13, evidence identified in report number 13. So items 11 and 13 would be the duct tape and the ridges, the fingerprint ridges. Swabs reported by Rexburg Police Department to be from Joshua J. Vallow's right hand fingernails. So in the autopsy, they had to have done the fingernail scrapings, which is done in almost every case like this where a person could have tried to fight back. A lot of the SA cases, stuff like that, where people would have, or the victim could have reached out and maybe scratched the assailant or whatever. And I keep getting this pop up. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn more money inserting ads during their lives. No, thank you. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I don't know why they would. And it keeps popping up on the top of my creator. But who wants to insert ads into their lives? That's crazy. Like as you're live, they want you now to insert ads? No. Hello, Robin Smith. Just saying hi to everybody in chat from Australia. Rosie too is from Australia. Good morning, everybody. Good evening and good afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. Marie says, my honey made me curacao and eggs for breakfast. Oh, you lucky girl. Okay, so where were we here? From Joshua Vallow's right hand fingernails and reported to have been obtained during his autopsy. This evidence is identified in Report 13 as Item 1. I affirm these items would be consumed during analysis. So they would use all of the sample that they got from under his nails. That's what they're saying. So there's some that will be fully consumed and some won't be. So if they're not going to be fully consumed, they do state that, like up here, the state does not intend to consume each of these spots. So when they say consume, they mean that there won't be anything left for the defense to test themselves if they wanted to. So they would be able to still have some of the sample of the shovel and the pickaxe, the dark spots, which they believe to be blood of Tylee. You have to look a little bit deeper into what's being said here to figure out what they actually have. Hello, Susan. I affirm these items would be consumed during analysis. Okay. I affirm hair roots have 3 phases of growth: anagen, canagen, and telogen. Hairs in the anagen and the canagen phase may be suitable for nuclear DNA analysis. Hairs in the telogen phase are not likely to be suitable for nuclear DNA testing or analysis. I affirm per the current ISPFS biology DNA case network analyst methods, revision 9, the entire root end hairs is required for DNA extraction, BI 200 section 4.3.3. It is not possible for our laboratory to sample half of a hair root. So those would be fully consumed also. I affirm if the amount of DNA extracted is low, per the ISPFS biology DNA casework analytical methods, the extract will be concentrated and consumed during analysis. So they're going to fully consume the root ends of the hairs that they also have. So if there were long blonde hairs in there, look out. Chad Daybell had very short hair, and so did Alex. Alex was almost bald, right? So there has to be some kind, either, I would say either it would be JJ's, possibly Tylee's, possibly Lori's, and anybody else that was present. Now, I do not believe, and this is only my opinion, when it comes to the hair that they have, I don't believe that that is going to be from Alex Cox or Chad Daybell, because they both had very short hair. Now, I want to say Chad had a little bit. It could be Chad. I do not believe that it's anything with Alex. So I believe Chad and Lori, if they have some of their hair there, that is going to seal their fate. But there could also be another hair sample. this is where this could get tricky, you guys. If there is an unknown sample there that does not belong to JJ Tylee, Chad, Alex, or Lori, if there is a sixth DNA sample there, that's where they could run into problems, where they could say, see, there's an unknown sample there. But being that they have the duct tape with fingerprints on it and possible DNA, if any of that comes back to those five, especially Alex, Chad, or Lori, that puts them there. Okay? Depending on where it is. If it's in, say, the very beginning of that piece of tape, they could say, like they would have got the roll of duct tape too, I would assume, and compare it to the last piece that was pulled off, and they would work backwards from there to line up the pieces of tape and how they were ripped off to get back to the very beginning of the roll of the tape that was used to see where that tape roll started. Now, could they say, well, Chad used that a lot of the times in his barn, so possibly at the very beginning of that duct tape roll where they started using it to tape up JJ's body, he could say, well, I use that tape for other things, and that's why my fingerprints are at the very beginning. So that's why they need to get some kind of DNA or fingerprints from mid section, anywhere past that. So you would take maybe the first half of a foot and rule that out, because if Chad had used that previously in his shed, his fingerprints could very well be on part of that. But anything more than the first, I'd say half a foot of that duct tape roll, anything after that is going to be connected to the actual use of that duct tape in wrapping JJ's body. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit and how they would go about doing that. If they have the duct tape roll, they will have the rip-off end still on that duct tape. They will match it going backwards from the very last piece that they put on right back to the very first piece. And that's how they will see what's in that first half a foot. They would exclude that, and then anything from there on they would use. Okay? So I affirm it is not possible for the laboratory to determine the amount of nuclear DNA present, if any, in a hair root until after the root has undergone DNA extraction and quantitation. So which means that there's no way that they can get DNA from that except for consuming that evidence. Okay? So again, the defense would not have any part of that hair root to be able to do any testing themselves. I affirm it is possible that touch DNA might be located on ridge detail present in tape adhesive. I further affirm that consuming the ridge detail sample is the most likely method to procure a DNA profile of an individual who left the ridge detail. So they would have to consume all of that also. Okay, so right now the only one that they have that is not going to be fully consumed is the dark spots on the handles of the shovel and pickaxe. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Okay, affirm all ISPFS analytical methods, including the methods of the biology DNA casework unit, are available on our public website. So if you want to see how they test each of these things, you can go to their website here and probably see videos or stuff like that on how they do all this testing. I affirm our laboratory quality procedure manual restricts visitors from operational areas of the laboratory due to the risk contamination and disruption of work. Now, the reason that they put this in there is what I believe I don't think it's come out yet, but I do believe that the defense is going to say, okay, for all these samples that you are going to fully consume, we want some of our people there to oversee the testing being done from beginning to end. So this is why they are putting this in there. I affirm our laboratory quality procedure manual restricts visitors. Now they do that because the more people you have in and around these samples, once they are taking out of the sealed container that they are in, gives more opportunity for that sample to be contaminated with somebody else's DNA or hair follicles, or like we shed skin without, even though you don't see it, we shed our skin. So short of putting yourself in bubble wrap, there is a possibility that there could be a risk of contamination and disruption of the work. Okay, I affirm our laboratory quality procedure manual will only show closed circuit video analysts if court ordered. So what they will do is they will probably put, if it's ordered by the court that this has to be done so the defense can see exactly each step from beginning to end, what they will do is they will put their own video camera in there. It will all be covered with sterile coverings and whatnot as to not contaminate any samples that it's going to be recording. Okay. But they use their own equipment. They don't allow anybody else to put their own equipment in there for the exact same reasons of the contamination. Okay. So I affirm that due to the contamination risk, the risk of distraction that could lead to errors caused by having someone video the laboratory analysts and the necessary shutdown of all other work in the laboratory during filming, the laboratory requests to have samples analyzed by an independent accredited DNA laboratory instead of requiring the ISPFS to video analysts. So what they're going to say is they want either somebody else other than ISPFS to do the testing on the samples, or for somebody outside of ISPFS, which is independent of both sides, bring their equipment in so they can set that equipment up properly. I confirm that the information here is both accurate and complete to the best of my knowledge and belief, and they sign this. And this is the 15th of July. Okay, so let me just go into chat and see before we move on to the next one. Rosie says, I honestly don't think there'd be anyone else's DNA on there. Anything is possible, you guys. Did they have somebody else helping them that hasn't? There's been a lot of questions about this. Who else was aware of it? So this is why they want to test, and they're going to get anybody's DNA that's on there. They're going to get it. So if there was anybody else involved, it's going to come out. If Alex is involved, that's going to show too. Okay. But Alex is deceased, so they can't really bring him to trial, right? What they are looking for is Alex, Chad, and Lori's DNA, any kind, whether it's the hair follicles, the skin from JJ's fingernails, any of this evidence, that's what they are looking for. Now, if they find, and they will also test any DNA evidence that they get against Tylee and JJ. Okay. So those are the 5 that they are actually looking for. If there is some DNA on there outside of those 5, there could be a problem. Okay. If there's Alex's, Chad's, and Lori's DNA found there and somebody else's, they're still going down for this. But who's that other party? Okay. So it's complicated, you guys. DNA testing and that is very complicated. Hello, Mama Shan. Nice to see you in here. Good morning, you guys. Sarah. Let me just scroll back up. I don't know who I've missed. I'm sorry if I've missed acknowledging you if you've come in, and I do try and catch everybody. So good morning. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So this is also followed by the prosecution, and it's a brief in support of motion for consumptive testing of forensic evidence. So a lot of this, you're going to see some repeats of what was already said, because we just went over this here, which is the affidavit of, she is the manager of the laboratory. So now they're going to file this, the brief in support of motion for consumptive testing of forensic evidence. So now what they're going to do is they're going to get out a step ahead, and they're going to say, look it, we see it coming that the defense is going to say they want parts of these samples so they can test themselves. So they're getting out a step ahead of them. Okay. So the state, by and through the office of the prosecuting attorney for Fremont County, provides this brief to the court in support of its motion for consumptive testing of forensic evidence of the following items: the hairs on the duct tape inside the body bag by Rexburg police to have been transported to use to transport the remains of JJ Vallow. This evidence is identified in report number 13 as item 11 and 16, or 11.16. Ridge detail on the adhesive side of the tape by Rexburg Police Department to be associated with JJ Vallow's body as described above for trace touch DNA. Small dark spots on the handles of a shovel and pickaxe reported by Rexburg Police Department to have been recovered from the garage barn. The state does not intend to consume each of these spots, but to consume a significant amount to determine if they contain human DNA and or any profile. This evidence is identified in report number 10. Swabs of tape areas associated with items 11 and 13, evidence identified in report number 13. That is in regards to JJ Vallow's remains. Swabs reported by Rexburg Police Department to be from Joshua Vallow's right hand fingernails and reported to have been obtained during autopsy. This evidence is identified in report item 13 as item 1. Now the argument. Case law from other jurisdictions and American Bar Association standards provide persuasive authority for the court to consider in allowing consumptive testing, which means they are saying that we should be able to use all of this, even if it consumes the full amount of the evidence itself. That's what they are asking for. While not binding on the court, an American Bar Association provides guidelines on consumptive testing of DNA material in their criminal justice standards. Let me just stop here for a second. Sarah says, but how are they entitled to use evidence they didn't acquire? I've never heard of that process before. Sarah, this is a norm. This is normal in any case, especially, well, any case that has DNA evidence. Each side is entitled to some of that DNA evidence that was collected, whether it came from the defense or the prosecution. They have to let the defense know that they have this evidence, and they also have to share it. So the defense is entitled to parts of that sample to do their own independent DNA testing on. That is right across the board in any case. It is fair because it rules out the defense of saying, how do we know that's JJ's? That's what you guys are saying, but you can't prove that without letting us do our own sample testing on that. So it is fair. They have to disclose that, and they have to give it. They have to make it available for, and I'm not saying just hand it over to them. They have to make parts of that sample available for the defense to do independent testing if they so choose. That's straight across the board, my dear. Yes, because duct tape is not only going to, anything in the air would stick to it. Also, if you touch that, especially duct tape, when you pull your finger off, there's skin that's left there, dead skin follicles. So duct tape is very good for DNA. Okay, so a laboratory should not undertake testing that entirely consumes DNA evidence or the extract from it without the prior approval of the prosecutor if a law enforcement officer is requesting the testing, or of defense counsel if the testing is requested by defense counsel or defense counsel's agent. Before approving a test that entirely consumes DNA evidence or the extract from it, the prosecutor should provide any defendant against whom an accusational instrument has been filed or any suspect who has requested prior notice or an opportunity to object and move for an appropriate court order. Before approving a test that entirely consumes DNA evidence or the extract from it, the attorney for any defendant against whom an accusational, oh my gosh, Willow speak, instrument has been filed, or for any other person who intends to conduct such a test, should provide the prosecutor an opportunity to object and move for an appropriate court order. See? So it basically says right there that they are allowed to have that. If a motion objecting to consumptive testing is filed, the court should consider ordering procedures that would permit an independent evaluation of the analyst, including but not limited to the presence of an expert representing the moving party during evidence preparation and testing, and videotaping or photographing the preparation and testing. Okay, so they can make a motion, the defense can make a motion to say, look, we want an independent person to be there either while you're doing the testing, or we want samples for an independent evaluation of our choosing from somebody else. Okay, so case law regarding consumptive testing of DNA in Idaho is sparse. However, several cases in other jurisdictions provide guidance. The government notified the defendant of its intent to consumptively test swabs of generic material taken from a firearm and magazines. The defendant objected and proposed the government be ordered to cut each swab in half and to extract DNA from only one of the two halves. If the government determined that there was enough DNA to extract to proceed with testing, it would do so. If not, it could extract DNA from the remaining half, combine the two extractions, and then attempt to construct a DNA profile from the resulting combination. Both the Due Process Clause in the Fifth Amendment and Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 16 impose duties on the government to disclose certain materials and evidence to criminal defendants. The D.C. Circuit has recognized a correlative duty to preserve that evidence, which at one time extended to all discoverable evidence gathered from in the course of a criminal investigation. While the government has a duty to preserve evidence, that duty no longer extends to evidence for which the government has a valid scientific need to consume. In Bryant, the Supreme Court narrowed the government's constitutional obligations regarding the preservation of evidence considerably by finding the government's failure to preserve evidence violates the Due Process Clause only if the evidence is material and exculpatory, or if the government destroys the evidence in bad faith. Okay, so in another case, the court cited, and the Supreme Court stated, if no more can be said about certain evidence than that it could have been subject to tests, the results of which might have exonerated the defendant. There is no denial of due process unless a criminal defendant can demonstrate the government's bad faith. Now they're stating other cases where the government's done stuff in bad faith or hasn't done it. They've done it according to law. They've videotaped. If you want to go back and read all this, you can. It's just stating other cases to more so bolster the government's right to consume all of the sample if that is the only way that they can get a DNA profile from it. And as long as they do it according to the guidelines and they don't do it in bad faith and give over the evidence, and if they video record it, etc., so the defendants know that it was done proper and there was no bad faith, it wasn't messed with or, made to be something it wasn't, stuff like that, then they're doing it in good faith. So this is just cases that they've cited. I've read a couple of them. Okay, 2, based upon the affidavit from the Idaho State Lab, and guidance from the ABA and case law from other jurisdictions, the state should be allowed to proceed with consumptive testing. Pursuant to the ABA guidelines and guidance from case law, the state has not yet performed consumptive testings on any of the DNA evidence or other generic material identified above. However, the samples cannot be effectively tested without being consumed. So, and then they're asking to see the affidavit of, we read that first. That was the first thing that we read of Riley Nolan and how they test and what has to be done for certain tests. So they're asking to please see the attached affidavit. The defense in prior proceedings has informed the court of its objection to any consumptive testing. However, through the affidavit of Ms. Nolan, the state, so it is a female, the state has established a valid scientific purpose for consumptive testing. Absent a showing from the defendant that any testing may destroy material and exculpatory evidence under the Brady or are being consumed in bad faith, the court should allow the consumptive testing of the samples which contain potentially useful evidence. The defendant, Chad Daybell, has informed the court through counsel that the defendant's position is the state has failed to make an adequate discovery disclosure regarding the materials listed above. The state will request the defendant to provide the state with a detailed disclosure of what the items the defendant believes has not been provided so the state can properly respond. To date, so he's just, it's a blanket, it's a blanket position that the defendant has thrown out there to see if it will stick. You haven't given us this, but hasn't told them what it is that they feel hasn't been handed over. So the state is saying that they want the defendant to provide the state with detailed disclosure of what items the defendant believes has not been provided. And so they can respond to that because they have provided everything. So to date, the state has provided all material within its possession regarding any testing provided by the Idaho State Lab. Nonetheless, the state will continue to provide any additional information it receives from the lab and will relay any further requests from the defense to the lab. Further, the defendants may at any time make any inquiries they deem necessary from the lab. So the conclusion. So they are covering everything that the defense may have wanted to throw at them. They've already covered it here. So the state has yet to test any materials that require consumptive testing in good faith. The state now seeks to test those items. If the defendant is unable to present evidence that the materials the state seeks to test would fall within the preview of the Brady or are merely being consumed in bad faith, the court should grant the state's motion and allow the consumptive testing. So this should have already been done long ago, you guys. I'm really kind of worried that they're only asking for it to do these testings now because the trial date is set to begin January 9th. That's 5 months. To do these tests, how long are these tests going to take? How long is it going to take to get the results back? Then you have to give the results to the defendant. You got to give the defendant time to go over it. And if they want testing of their own, to get their own testing done, blah, blah. This could take up to a year. Why are you guys only doing this now? Why wasn't this already decided long ago? Right? So I'm a little concerned about this. And then they sign it. It's been and it was served on John Pryor, James Archibald, and Kenneth Thomas. Okay. So let me just check the chat here. I don't know why the prosecution has waited so long to do this consumptive testing or to get the order for it. I don't know, because they've had this evidence since they dug up JJ and they found Tylee. So they've had it long enough that this should have been done long ago. Aw, I didn't know if you were going to be up and about and whatever, Des, so I didn't bother you this morning. I know you've been really busy, so. But I am glad you're here, sister. And hello, Robin. Robin, I'm just going back up through the chat here. Hello, it's just Robbie. Yeah, they should have had this done long ago. Vera Ray, long time no see. Hello, hello. You sure this isn't Monday? Oh, gosh. Yeah, and this was brought up. And so why is this just coming out now? And you can see here, this was filed on the 18th of July, 2022. Yes. Rosie, I agree. Sarah says, I thought today was Sunday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, my dear. Okay, so you guys, everybody's saying about the notifications. I have been on YouTube bugging them and bugging them and bugging them about this, and I did get an answer from them. And what they have told me is it doesn't matter whose channel you follow. If you set the notification bell to all or partial or whatever, if you don't have notifications set to on in the app itself, so you're going to have to go in if you're on like an Android or an Apple phone, tablet, whatever, you have to go into the YouTube app itself. And you have to turn notifications on in the app itself. If you don't, you are not going to get your notifications for any of the channels that you follow. So you have to turn the app, go to the app itself, the YouTube app itself. So you have to go into your settings, into apps, go to the YouTube app, and in there, click on settings and turn the notifications on in the app itself. That way you will get your notifications. If you don't have the notifications turned on in the app itself, you won't get notifications on any of the channels that you follow. Yeah, well, Vera, it took me a long time to get this out of YouTube. So the creators have a special place that they can go and ask their questions if they're having problems. So it took me a long time to get the answer, though, believe me. Okay, so, and you're very welcome. Let's go now here. Motion for consumptive testing for forensics. Is this the same one? Okay, so this is just the basic rundown. We've already gone through this at the beginning of this here, the brief, where they go into explaining each. This is their motion for consumptive testing, and then they attached a brief with this, and they also attached the affidavit of Rylan, which we have gone over. So this is just the same thing, but they're asking for the court order allowing the state to consumptively test the following items. We've already gone through this with the hairs, the ridge detail, the spots on the handles of the shovel and pickaxe, the swabs of the taped areas, and the samples of whatever they got under the right hand fingernails of JJ. So they're asking for that order here. Apparently they have to file the order at the motion for the consumptive testing of forensic evidence. They have to file that separate from their brief. So that's what they did. So here we go, you guys. John Pryor. No, I don't see that happening, Rosie, at all. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen here. Yay, Marie says she got her. Hello, my sister from a different mission. These incompetent pricks keep screwing up on all the important cases. Now, although I am not pleased that they've waited so long to do this, the only thing that could happen here is that instead of the trial starting on January 9th, like it's supposed to, it's going to be put off. It's going to be reset. And please, Lord, don't let that happen, because the amount of emails that I got, notification for the trial, I got an email for each day of the trial, and it's going to last like 2 or 3 months. I had like every morning when I woke up, I had 250 emails from Vine for each day of this trial, for each of them. So they'd send me out the email saying it's starting January 9th for Chad Daybell, and then they'd send me another one. It's starting January 9th for Lori Vallow. So I got double emails of every notice for every day of the trial. It was horrible. Well, I have said this right from the beginning. Because that Lori did not waive her right to a speedy trial, this is a huge screw up if this gets moved again, this trial, because her appeal, she would probably win. They're saying, well, yeah, we're taking her away her right to a speedy trial, even though she has requested a speedy trial and she's never waived her right to a speedy trial. But it's only a couple months. So, that's within reason. But if this is put off again now because they want to test this, that's going to don't forget, Chad waived his right to a speedy trial. So it's not going to affect him, but it may affect Lori's case. Okay. And it may give her huge reasons for appeal, which she could possibly win. But no, Chad Daybell will never walk. So this is what John Pryor has filed, a motion to seal. He is not only fighting this. Okay, which one is this one? Okay. Not only is he fighting this, he wants everything sealed. Okay. Comes now the above named defendant, Chad Guy Daybell, by and through his attorney of record, John Pryor, and pursuant to ICAR 32I 1 and 2, and moves this court for an order of temporary sealing of the motion requesting permission to appeal two of the court orders filed on July 6th. Pursuant to IR 12, until such time the court may review the defendant's motions and make a determination as to whether the contents of the defendant's motions should be sealed from the public disclosure and whether the court wants the hearing sealed as well. The court has previously entered an order regarding disclosure of information. The defense is complying with the court's order by requesting the above noted pleadings be sealed until further order of the court. For purposes of complying with the present order, the defense seeks a temporary sealing of this motion. Now, this is dated the 19th of July. Okay. Now, let's go back to what he wants sealed. Yes, DNA can take months and months to come back. And yes, until I do believe that, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to what he wants sealed. The court's orders from July 6th. Okay. Do you guys remember what those court orders were? Or do I need to pull them out? Well, I can tell you what they are. Yeah, they still got to keep their remains until this case is dealt with, I think. Do you guys remember what the court orders were? I can pull them up, but I can tell you, short of having to go through all my files and pull them up, I can tell you what they are. This is where John Pryor wanted Rob Wood and, what's her name? Lindsay, no, not Lindsay Blake, but the other one, Smith, Rachel Smith. Where he wanted Rob Wood and Rachel Smith removed from the case. No, not Lindsay Blake. I think he's given up on Lindsay Blake. It's Rachel Smith, I believe. He wants Rachel Smith and Rob Wood removed from the case. So he has appealed the court's order. Okay, so in that appeal, he wants it sealed. And the court has sealed it. The court hereby orders the following documents to be sealed until further order of the court. The motion requesting permission to appeal 2 of the court's orders filed on July 6, 2022. So they are again under seal. We are not going to see what that is about. What is in that? Number one, what was in the motions to begin with? What does John Pryor think he has against Rachel Smith and Rob Wood to have them removed from the case? It's under seal. So the original motions that he filed are under seal. The court heard those motions and denied those motions to remove Rob Wood and Rachel Smith. Now, I want to know, what were the reasons John Pryor had? And don't forget, and look at this. John Pryor can't even spell his client's name right. Daybell. There should be another L there. I'm very anal when it comes to this, you guys, because I used to do all this paperwork like this. I'm very anal when it comes to that. He doesn't even spell his client's name right. But it is only regarding Chad Daybell. So give me a second, you guys, because you're going to hear a ding ding. Hang on. Avon calling. One moment. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. So, yeah, this is irritating me. This here. I gotta, okay, I'm gonna take it off the screen because he spells it right here, but he doesn't spell it right here, and I can't look at it because it's irritating me. Now where was I? Yeah, I want to know what his reasons were for wanting Rob Wood and Rachel Smith off the case. Now, the judge has already said no, that we're not taking them off the case. I don't know what his reasoning was because we don't know why John Pryor wanted them off the case. What was your reasonings? What were the excuses? What was done that we don't know about? What wasn't done that we don't know about? Talk about open and transparent? No. And you're dealing with a prosecutor who is elected, right? So the people have a right to know what is going on with the prosecutor's office. Why is a lawyer, no matter which lawyer it is, in this case it's John Pryor, or what case it revolves around, why does a lawyer, and as much as we want to hate John Pryor because he's representing Chad Daybell, he is a good lawyer, you guys. He's not like Mark Means. He is a very good lawyer. So it's like, for a lawyer of his caliber, and don't forget, they've also got a death penalty case lawyer that's also working with Rob Wood. These are two highly qualified lawyers. What is going on that we don't know about? So for them to do this, there's something that's going on that we are not privy to because they've kept it under seal. Now, I forget the other lawyer's name that's on this with John Pryor, who is death penalty certified, which is, this is the type of lawyer you want, okay? In any case, okay? If they feel that there's something there that the prosecution is doing wrong, number one, to bring the first motion and now to appeal it, something else has to come up that is new for them, for the appeal of that, or the judge made an error in his order somewhere, or an error in judgment somewhere. There has to be something new to appeal it. Something has to have been done wrong. Okay. So for two lawyers of this caliber to appeal the judge's order, there's something there. And we, again, are not privy to it. Oh, don't worry about it, Susan. In my, I forget which one it was now. I made a comment on here. I'm going to type it in here. It was within the Suzanne Morphew case. I made a comment on somebody's post on Twitter, and I said this. I said, what is this thing is lack, I forget what I said. What is disgusting is lack of, okay, so this is what I typed. Let me just put this up. I said, I'm not going to type it all out, but I said, what is disgusting is, it was regarding Barry Morphew at his sentencing saying, well, what about my guns? Can I have my guns? Like, that's what he was concerned about in his probation order. Well, am I allowed to have my guns? Not, hey, can I go out of state if I have to search for my wife? No, it wasn't that. So it was like, what I said was, it's disgusting. What is disgusting is the lack of concern over Suzanne, but more concern over his gun, being able to have his guns or something. And somebody commented on my, it's not this is what they typed. It's not. Okay, so this is what they typed back to me. It's not disgusting. It's spelled disgusting. Well, I usually just let things like that go. Like, is that the one thing you're going to pick out of all that this conversation was about? Barry Morphew showing absolutely no concern about his missing wife, because his wife is still missing. He says she ran off, whatever. So we were discussing this, right? Sorry. And this person, this is what she picked out to comment back on. It's not D-I-S-C. It's spelled D-I-S-G. So I told her about herself. And I looked up disgusting. Okay? And gave her a little, hang on, let me just see here. I wish I still had it. Come on. What's going on? Oh, where was it? I forget where I found it now. Oh gosh, where is it? Here it is. So I did this. Hang on a second, you guys. I did this. Ah, come on. Copy. Let me go back here. So this is what I did. I told her about herself. So I hope that can all come in. There we go. So I did this and I sent it to her. And it's like, if that's the only thing that you can do when we're talking about, yeah, I'm still mad about Iris attacking Lauren too. But we were discussing like how through that whole thing, it's like, okay, like I want to be able to go out of state. Am I going to be, do I have to stay in Colorado? Can I go outside of Colorado, look for my wife? What does this probation order for the next year look like? Can I still search for her? Can I do this? Can I do that? And it's like, this is the only thing that you can come at me with. Not that I called Barry an ignorant prick or anything like that. You got to pick out the way I spelt disgusting. Number one, I'll start doing everything in French if they want. But anyway, I don't usually do this, but yes, I had to tell that person about themselves. They should really look into things before they start attacking people online. And they did it out of no other reason but to attack how I was spelling, not what I was saying, but my spelling. And yes, sometimes we get a lot of spelling errors. So I'm not going to, in case like this, I'm going to point it out because this is somebody that is typing up a court document. Correct spelling of somebody's name matters. Correct spelling in any court document matters. But they need to look up what they're complaining about before they attack me with it, because I'm going to end up telling you about yourself. Yeah, the whole case just, I don't know, you guys, if they're ever going to, Willow, that person is more analogy than you. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and I don't usually call it out, Judy, but I just got sick and tired of it. It's like I put a lot of work and energy into bringing stuff like this to everybody, and I'm just fed up with it. It's like, come on. But yeah, he deserves the consequences. But so do these two here. I'm going to take that off the screen now, you guys. I'm just, let's get back to the Vallow Daybell. I'm just at awe in why the prosecution is waiting this long to test these consumptive pieces of evidence that they have. Why wasn't this done? I know it was brought up. Somebody in chat did mention it. This was brought up over a year ago. Why wasn't it dealt with? It's about time that okay, hang on a sec, you guys. I got to stop here because okay, so who removed Sarah's comment? Kissing his lawyer on the mouth. That comment should not have been removed. Please stop removing comments like that. Stop, please. I don't know. I got to scroll back to see who. I'm sorry, Sarah. I can't allow it. You can put the comment back up if you want. Whoever removed that comment, please stop removing comments like that. There was no reason for kissing his lawyer on the mouth to be removed. Although I cannot allow well, I'm going to allow it. No, Sarah, you're good. Okay. Please be careful, you guys, when you are deleting comments. Do not block. Hello, Summer. Do not block unless I ask you to block, or unless it's something like the sex sites or something like that, or somebody who's come in to, attack me or something like that. Other than that, please don't. I will go through the comments that have been deleted, but please do not. Be careful when you're deleting. It's okay, Rosie. Just be very careful, because you can click on it, and when you click on it, make sure it's the right one before you remove it. So that was done by accident, Sarah. I'm sorry. Marie says, wasn't me this time. Yes, good morning, Summer. Haven't seen you in a while. It's okay, Rosie. It's okay, hon. Accidents happen. I just don't want Sarah thinking that she did something wrong. But please, yes, be careful. I'm going to get, I don't know, is Des still here? Um, It's okay, Rosie. Don't worry about it, hon. It was an accident. Oh, you've been sick too. Summer, me too. The last month, month and a half, I've been going through crap like you wouldn't believe. But I want to get together and get all the mods. So please watch for that. Hopefully this week. If not, I'm going to try and do it on Saturday so everybody can be there. It's going to be a mandatory mod meeting. So I will give you guys some advance notice about it. If you don't show up, you're going to be removed as a mod. There's rules that have come out that I'm going to have to go over all of you guys with. Some recent YouTube stuff that has come out. So I'm going to have to share that with all of you. And we got to make sure that we abide by that so we don't get a strike or anything on the channel. Also, we're going to have, Des has got some, I don't know how you call them. We all have to get to using the same instructions for the mini reads and stuff like that. It's okay, Rosie. Rosie girl, it's okay, hun. Yeah, it's just, Susan, it's not, let me go back to StreamYards here. It's just not okay. Like, especially when people are on their phones and stuff. Sometimes it's autocorrect or something like that that does it. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, attack what's being, not attack, debate what's being said. Not, let's not attack spelling errors. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm kind of getting anal about that too, because I don't allow that on my channel. So I'm not going to take it from anybody either, whether I'm on my channel or if I'm on Twitter or whatever. Yes, and some people do have, and good point, Sarah. Thank you. Some people have ADHD or dyslexia. Like, if you got to debate something, let's debate what's being said, not somebody's spelling or, that's not okay. Yes, I got the best mods ever, 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 ever. I do. And we all make mistakes, so. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is just to get everybody on the same page as to using the same, especially like on Sundays when we're putting up the rules for the mini reads and stuff like that. I want everybody to have the same one. Des has got that down pat. It's good, and it explains the different avenues, the different ways that you can apply the super chat. I don't want somebody using like super sticker going 10 and 15 because I get charged twice for that, for using the Google Pay or the Apple Pay. I don't want to have to raise my prices again for having to do stuff like that. Yeah, and Canadians, especially French Canadians, spell a lot different than English Canadians. So it's like, I don't want people being attacked in chat or in comments for maybe spelling a word wrong. It's just not okay. If you want to debate what the person is saying, do it respectfully, and it's okay. Even debate me if you don't agree with what I'm saying, and it's okay not to agree with what I think, as long as you do it respectfully. So, and that goes for all my subscribers and my mods and everything else. Do it respectfully or you're gone. This is a safe place for all, not just for a select few. Well, look at me, Marie. Perfect example. Like Marie just says, like, my memory going, and I forget how to spell the simplest words I spelled for years. Yeah, and as we get older, it does happen. And I'm not going to allow anybody to be attacked for, their spelling or anything like that. It's just not going to happen. I won't allow it. And we never know what people are going through. Like was just said, some people can be ADHD or dyslexic or something like that. Like, debate what's being said. Don't debate the person. Don't attack the person. And like I said, not everybody agrees. Like I've got a lot of subscribers that say, Willow, and they email me too, Willow, I don't agree with what you said there, and this is why. And we have a friendly debate about it, and we can agree to disagree. That's okay. You don't have to agree with me. You can have your own opinion as long as you do it respectfully. Yeah, look at me this morning. It's like I was having trouble getting words that I say all the time to come out right. Don't attack that. If I'm saying something that you don't agree with, debate it. But don't attack and don't bully and don't start cursing and calling people bad names here. It won't go over. It won't go over well at all. Yeah, we're non-judgmental here. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. As long as you come across respectfully, you're allowed your opinion. I agree with you. I'm still alive. Oh, Sarah. So, I am waiting, you guys, for more motions and whatnot to come out. Oh, also don't forget Thursday, you guys are going to want to be here because Thursday we are going to be covering Letitia Stout. She's back in court Thursday, and I do believe I can live stream it from the WebEx. She's going to be back in court, and they are going to be setting a trial date finally. Now, I don't know how many of you seen my post that I made, Trezell and Jacqueline West regarding Orrin and Orson West. Their trial was supposed to start yesterday, but Friday, so yesterday was Monday, Friday, there was a hearing, and it has now been postponed to October 24th, I believe. I'm not sure of the exact date, but I do believe it's October 24th now. Their trial date is supposed to start. Their trial is supposed to start. And that is because they've had added charges that we already went over with where they're charged with their deaths now. Second-degree murder, I believe they've been charged with. I don't think they were charged with first degree. I think it was second degree. I can pull it up if you guys want me to pull it up, so you guys can see it. Okay, let me go over here and let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up here, you guys, and then I'll show you. Exactly. Kelly B says, exactly. We can agree to disagree just as long as you're not personally attacking someone, right? Or calling them names or stuff like that or whatever. We can admit we're all compassionate people here, or we wouldn't be here, right? Yes, they're not easy topics to talk about, Kelly B. So you are absolutely correct. And people are going to have different opinions. And there's people that think that Trezell and Jacqueline didn't do it. There's people that believe Barry Morphew didn't do what he did. There's people that are on the side of Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. And that's okay. That's okay to have your thoughts about it. As long as, you're not attacking anybody. Okay, so let me pull this up. West. Okay, oh shit, I thought I was sharing this already, you guys. Hang on. Okay, so here's his case. And let's see what he's got. Okay, he's got murder, second degree. Yes, so I was correct. He has been charged with second degree murder. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, that's good enough. You guys can see it? Yes? Yes, okay. Murder, second degree, involuntary manslaughter, willful cruelty to a child, conspire to commit a crime, murder in second degree, so that's for each of them, 2 counts, one for Orrin and one for Orson, willful cruelty to a child, so that's also for each child, false report of an emergency. So here we go. Yes, it is October 24th. I was right. So the 10th, they had an arraignment on the indictment. They had a readiness hearing on the 14th and the 15th of July because they were supposed to start yesterday on the 25th. So here was a readiness hearing. That's the readiness for trial hearing they had on July 15th. And that is when I believe something came up in the readiness hearing. They had another hearing last Friday where they brought up that the trial had to be moved. So there's another readiness hearing scheduled for October 14th, and then the trial is to start October 24th. So let's go back and let's check. Oopie-doop. Oh, loading, loading, loading. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got to stop sharing for this to load properly. Okay, I had to stop the screen, you guys, for it to load properly. Okay, so let's go. I spelled her name wrong. Please go back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta stop scoring. Okay, wait a minute here. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, I gotta spell her name right or it won't come up. Jacqueline. I forgot the E. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, I got it, you guys. I got it. Sorry, you guys. Sorry for the cough, too. Okay, look at this, you guys. Jacqueline Janita West. Filing date. Holy crap. Oh gosh, don't tell me I gotta go back into. Oh, here she is. How did I miss that? Okay, so Jacqueline West, you guys, has been charged murder second degree. So they both charged with second degree murder, which means no death penalty. Involuntary manslaughter, willful cruelty to child, conspire to commit a crime, murder second degree, false reporting. So yeah, hers is all the same. Aliases, Jacqueline Gabrielle. So she does have the exact same. No bail. Okay, I'm gonna write down A and Jacqueline is B. It's the same, but B. They have the exact same court case number except for Trizel's is 188340A and hers is 188340B. So that is her. So they are both going to just get rid of that. Robin, was that an underbelly? What is going on? Hang on, Robin. They found a foot in a sneaker at maybe. What? Oh, thank you, Susan. But I'm trying to see what they're talking about here. Hang on, I gotta scroll back to see what she's saying here. Summer, don't say that. Yeah, I'm not always right either, so. I just seen somebody, it just scrolled up fast, so whoever just said that about the Alzheimer's, I tell my kids all the times I got Alzheimer's. Near my beach to discard poor June. Beach Bum says, the teacher made me furious finding a small town near my beach place to discard. Yeah, that was horrible. And go back to my readings about that. It's all there. People were saying, you don't know what you're talking about. It's all in the reads. Everything that was in those reads at the time did not make sense. Once they found, and that's what I'm saying about the Dilla Rounds and Summer Wells and Suzanne Morphew case. If you go back to those reads, the beginning reads, people are saying, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, it all makes sense now that the affidavit came out, and there's still things in there that haven't come to fruition yet that I'm waiting. So even though they don't make sense at the time, don't forget, Spirit that's giving us that information has seen everything, knows what's going on, even though it hasn't been released or found or whatever. That's where I'm getting my information, you guys. So even if it doesn't make sense at the time, it will. Okay, so. Aww. Well, we love having you here. We love having all you guys here. And I've always said it, like my subscribers, usually when somebody comes in and starts trouble, it's a troll. Or it's somebody, I've always got that one person. I know you guys can't see the dislikes anymore, but it doesn't really matter to me because likes and dislikes count as the same. You have to give me a view to come and give me a dislike. So thank you, even if you're giving me that dislike. But I can still see them. You guys just can't. On every single video, there's one dislike. There's some that I've got 4 or 5. But I think there are people that have come into the Sunday mini reads and they don't like the fact that it's a paid read. So they give me a dislike. But every single video I do, even if it's something like this, where I'm bringing out court documents, what's to dislike about that? They dislike it. Every single video I do, there's one dislike on it. So I've got a secret admirer that's letting me know that they're there. And that's the only way that they can let me know that they are a secret admirer is by giving me that one dislike. Hey, I'm still here stalking you and following you. I laugh my head off. It's like, oh, thanks for the view. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, well, not always just before it starts, Sarah, but there's always one dislike. A 99.9 like percentage. There's always that one. There's Des. My 2 girls are over here trying to do the tortilla challenge. You got to see them slapping each other in the face with tortillas. Hey, they better not be doing that tortilla challenge where they set it on fire because that burnt down somebody's house. I could, Sarah, if I wanted to, I could figure out who it was. There is a way to find out who it is. It's a long process. but there is a way to find out who it is, and it's a process of elimination. Because us as creators, we have behind the scenes tools that you guys don't know about. And I don't know if a lot of creators know that they can actually find out, narrow down to who this could be, who's giving them their dislikes all the time. They fill their mouth with water, then slap each other in the face. Whoever spits water out. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. It's all fun and games until somebody gets spit in the eye. I'm just joking. But there is a way that you can narrow it down and generally find out who it is. And I have it narrowed down. I know what area the person is from, but I'm not one that's going to go into people's profiles and everything else and start doxing them. I'm not going to do it. They're giving me a view on my channel by coming in and hitting the dislike. So thank you. And it's not enough to do any damage. So it's like, even if you've got like a few hundred likes on your channel on a video and you've got even 20, 30 dislikes, the likes cancel out the dislikes and you still get pushed up in the algorithm. So, and views, each time you get a view, it pushes you higher up in the algorithm. So even if they come in, they're giving me that view that's helping push me up. So it's probably a bit, no, it's not, Judy. It doesn't bother me. Summer Dawn says they need to stop being petty. It's like, I wait for it. I wait for it, you guys. It sounds, what a sad life I've got, eh? But I sit there and like when I've put up a new video like this, I'll go over to my YouTube right now. I can go to YouTube and hang on, let me go to studio. Let me get out of here for a minute. Come on, here we go. Right now, I've got 100% likes on my video. I got 66 likes on my video, 100% likes. I've got no dislikes yet. I sit there and I wait for that dislike to come up. And it helps me narrow down who it is. Anyway, you go back into your algorithms and everything, and you go back into like I can go right down into where the people are that are commenting and stuff like that. It can tell me how many I've got from Australia, from all these different sites. Yeah, you can't control what other people are going to do. And it's like, I'm not going to, what I'm saying is I've always got that one person that hates all my videos, that gives me a thumbs down on all my videos. So it's like, I don't know what kind of life they have or what they may be going through. They may be just, they may be just mad at the world right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, they may be having some kind of breakdown. They may just need somebody to lash out at. We don't know. They could be a hater. They could be somebody who's jealous, but you got to take it all in total context. What if this is somebody that, is just, I don't know. Just they feel better by trying to hurt somebody else. People that are hurting hurt other people or try to hurt other people. So the way I've got to look at this is somebody who is really hurting, probably has a lot of maybe things in their life that they're unhappy with. Maybe they're being abused. Maybe they don't have what they want. Maybe they want to do something like what I'm doing and they can't do it. Or, no, I don't like saying that, Sarah. I'm going to remove that. Okay. And it's nothing against you, my dear. It's just, I don't want that comment. It's people that are hurting that come on to somebody's channel to just to dislike their video so they don't have that 100% like. That is somebody who is hurting deep within. That hurt people hurt others or want to hurt others. Okay, and you'll hear me here shouting out Mystical Mermaid, Southern Souls Tarot, Doug, like AK. I help. If I don't got nothing good to say about somebody, I'm not going to say anything about them. Or I won't allow, if I don't agree with somebody's channel or what they stand for or what they're doing, I just don't mention them and I don't go and watch them. And I don't allow it, to be brought up. That's why I don't allow other channels being mentioned here. It may be a channel I've never heard of. I don't want anybody here going, oh, well, that person, do you know they did this and they. No, I shut that down right at the source. So that way, if somebody mentions a channel in here, it may be a channel I love and adore. It may be a channel I don't like. But if I allow everybody to mention all these channels in here, there could be people that come in just to attack who we are lifting up. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I don't allow it in chat. Unless I say it's okay to mention them, I don't allow it in chat because I don't want that backlash. I don't want to open up that channel to be attacked on my channel because I don't allow attacking on my channel. Or for that to take over the conversation. You know what I mean? And like I said, I want this a safe place for everybody, even my haters. Come and say you disagree with me, but do it respectfully or you're gone. Or you don't agree with, something I've put out, whatever. It's okay. It's okay not to. I've got a lot of people that don't believe in reads, but they still support me as a creator. So if you're just going to come in here and attack and say, you guys are all, oh, well, what's your lottery numbers? Well, obviously you don't know what spirit does and how it works. Spirit gives you what you need, not what you want. And believe me, I have been given numbers that people have won on. But that's something that I'm not going to do because it's not, that's not what I give information for. I give information to help, not hurt. And say I am wrong. I'm only human. And somebody goes out and buys something because I said they're going to win the lottery and it ends up hurting them. I'm not here to hurt. And I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. I have made mistakes in certain reads. There's one that I have been told I'm totally off on. I agree that I was off on some things, but do I agree that the whole read was wrong? No, because I still believe that there's more to that read and to that case that is still being hidden. So I give what I give with the utmost respect, and I give you what I'm getting. And I've had a lot of people come in and get a mini read done. It says, that doesn't make no sense at all. You're totally off. And then the following week come in and say, Willow, I'm sorry. Like, how did you know that? I didn't know it. It's spirit that shared that with me because they said, not all of it came true, but the main points of that, you were on the money. And it didn't make sense a week ago, but it makes sense now. So take it or leave it. If you don't like what I do, don't come. If you feel the need to come and give me that dislike every video, thank you. I hope you are okay. And I hope things get better in your life. Because there's a reason why you're compelled to do that. So thank you for coming and checking out my channel, even if it is just to give me a dislike. But I do really, and this is coming from the heart, I do hope that things get better in your life. I hope things that improve, that you can get to a better place. And I mean that sincerely. So with that being said, you guys, is there anything else that you guys want to ask? Maybe something I haven't got to yet or covered? Is there any questions about the cases that you think maybe I can answer? Oh yeah, we were at the Letitia thing. We will be doing that Wednesday. It starts at 3:15 in the afternoon Eastern time, you guys. 3:15 Eastern. I will be covering the Letitia stuff. Now, this is the what? The umpteenth evaluation. Summerwell's case. Yes, the Summerwell's case. I still say, you guys, that road that they live on, Ben Hill Road, if you go up, if you're coming from the main road and you go up, go past the Wells property, up to where you've got to turn right or left. I think the road to the left is more of a private road, or you can go, I think, even maybe straight up. But the main part of Ben Hill Road, it takes that curve. There's a place there with a whole bunch of broken down cars and stuff like that and whatever. It's around that area. It could be in the bush across the street, but it is. I did a circle on one of my maps. It is up. She's up there. She's around that property within a quarter mile. She's within a quarter mile. So I'm still waiting for this to come out, you guys. Yes, exactly, my sister. Sarah Adams, yes, Thursday at 3:15 Eastern. I will have the thumbnail up for it in the morning. So once I put the thumbnail up for it, you guys, you can click on notify me there. But please make sure in your YouTube app itself, on your phone or tablet, you have notifications for YouTube enabled. Because if you don't have it enabled on the app itself, then you're not going to get your notifications for any channel. Any ideas on the woman Chrissy found deceased in the passenger seat of her own car? What? I have not heard of that case, Judy. I have not heard of it. Sarah, which one? You can't find anything on which one, my dear? Okay, let me pull it up and make sure. Let me make sure first. I checked the other day and she was still on the docket for Thursday. So let me just check to be 100% sure. Let's be 100% sure. Okay, let me share my screen. Like I said, I usually check this almost every day, you guys. Here we go. Okay, let me just, I'm going to highlight that so I don't forget. Judy, I have the worst memory ever. Okay, so here's Letitia Stout. Review with appearance and a stats conference. A trial date is going to be set on this day. And it is still scheduled for 1:30 Colorado time, which is 3:30 Eastern. I always jump on 15 minutes earlier, you guys, so I can get everything set up and get into the WebEx. So here it is right here. It is still on the docket. So Thursday. Just happened brand new. Okay, so what's Christina Powell? Let me write that down. Sarah Adams. I love the name Adam. I don't know why. I've always been drawn to that. I should have named one of my kids Adam. I love the name Adam. Okay, so her name is Christina Powell. So give me just a little bit. Don't give me everything. Just give me a little bit. Okay, she vanished on her way to work 3 weeks ago, not sure what state. Okay, so let me ask the questions that I need. It doesn't really matter what state she's in. So she vanished. Okay. How old is she? Vanished on way to work 3 weeks ago. Okay, so 3 weeks ago. That's what everybody calls your brother, Sarah? Okay, so it just happens brand new. Okay, okay, I've got 38 and 39. Okay, it doesn't matter. She's around 38 or 39. Okay, so she vanished on her way to work 3 weeks ago. And they found her. Okay, that's all. This is all the information I want, you guys. Found her in passenger side of her own car. So she's been found. Okay, I don't give me any information that I don't ask for, Sarah, please. So is the yes to she was found in the passenger's side of her own vehicle, found in the passenger side of her own car? Yes? Okay. That's all I want. She's dead. She's found deceased. Okay, that's all I want. Journey to justice. Hello. Within the okay, that's all I need to know, you guys. No more information, please, if you want me to do this read. Found deceased. Boom, within the last couple days. Okay, no more information, please, in last few days. But what I will, Sarah, have you ever emailed me before? Judy, the Journey to Justice, welcome. And thank you for that. Zip, zip. Rosie, can you email the link to that, please? You haven't emailed me before? Okay. Okay, so can you email me, Sarah, and just say Willow said to email her regarding Christine Powell. Just put that in your email to me, so I have your email. Because then what I'm going to ask you to do is, once I have done the read, I'm going to ask you to send me a link or something if I can't get information. It's hard for me, you guys, to get some information because a lot of the sites for news and that are blocked from us in Canada. So a lot of the times I have to pay to get information, and I'm just not doing that anymore. So what I can usually do is, if I get a link, or if I ask for some information on it, it's because I can't get any. So if I can't get any information, I will email you back and ask you to send me some information that I can put in my description, if you don't mind. Okay, Judy actually brought her up first. Oh, okay. I don't know. Where's Judy? Judy, are you in the US? And thank you, Rosie. I will check that when I get off the live. Or I can check it now. Let me check it now. Did you send it already to me, Rosie? Because if you did, I will check it now. Okay, so Judy is in Utah. I thought for some reason Judy was in the UK, because I know sometimes the UK can't get much information either. It's from Emma. just check. I don't have anything. Yeah, it's saying I've got 5 here. Let me check my other. Okay, why is it saying I've got 5, but I can't see them? Oh, 3 here. Okay. Hang on a sec, you guys. That's what happens when I get into this email. Just give me a second. Okay, I don't see anything. In the email. Nothing from an Emma. Rosie. Crime Stories Obsessed. No, I've got nothing from Crime Stories Obsessed. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. I love Emma. I love Emma. Okay. Sarah. Summer Dawn, I tried to use a VPN once and it totally messed up my whole internet. Sarah said she just sent me one. Sarah, you went to junk mail. So thank you. Why are you going to junk mail? Move to inbox, please. Thank you. See, if it's the first time that people email me, it always goes to the junk folder, and I don't know why. Okay, I do got you right there. Reminder, you told me to Christine Powell. I got you, Sarah. I got it. Thank you. So that way I can email you back. Oregon is gorgeous. Yeah, so I did try the VPN once, and it totally messed up all my internet and my Wi-Fi and everything. I don't know what it did, but it made some changes or something. I don't know, but I had a hell of a time getting my internet set back up right. No, you are not junk. I don't know why. The first time anybody ever emails me, it goes to the junk folder, and I don't know why. And I'm not good. And if I change anything on here, my daughter will have my throat. She's got it set up a certain way, and I don't know why it does that, but it's a little annoying. Yes, I know you're teasing, my dear. I love you. Aw. You're such a sweetheart. I got to get my passport renewed, you guys. But right now in Ontario, it doesn't matter what city you go to in Ontario, there are lineups a mile long to get your passport. Yeah, I tried it once summer and it messed up all my internet. I don't know what I did. Maybe I did something wrong. Anyway, my kid had to come over and fix it for me. Yes, you too, sister. I want to, I still want to do that. I got to get my passport renewed first, But I'd like to go to somewhere central. So if people do want to come and meet up and stuff like that, I'd love to do something like that. Yeah, you can do it online, but it's even a longer wait. And if you make one tiny error, it's like if you do it online, it takes them like 8 weeks to even look at it because they got so many coming in. And then if there is an error on it, they send it back and they say you got to start it all over again. So then it's another 6 to 8 weeks before they look at it. It's horrible. Even when you make an appointment, people are making appointments right now to get passports and they're not taking them no more. They say you got to stand in line. There's people that actually camp out. Google it. I'm telling you, especially like Toronto and Ottawa and stuff like that. People are camping out and staying overnight, multiple nights in a row, so they don't lose their spot in line because they'll take maybe 5, 6, 7 in. You never know how many can get in during the day. And then they shut it down. Sorry, I don't care if you guys have been waiting here since 8 o'clock. We can't take no more. So people just say to hell with that and they stay in line overnight. Some people have been there 2, 3 nights. And they sleep outside and everything, staying in line so they can get their passports. It's horrible. That could very well be. But this is passports. This is government buildings where you go to get your passport. Their lineups like blocks long. And then people like there's some elderly people and you have to be there to sign your paper. So you have to be there. So the elderly people, what they're doing is they're sending their kids or grandkids to stay in line for them. And then when they get to the front of the line, that's when they go and get the elderly person to come and meet them. So the elderly aren't standing in line. And people are actually charging $500. I'll stand in line for you. You can wait at home. I'll call you when we're second in line. And charging people $500 to stand in line. It's crazy. It's gone bad. But also, what I just found out yesterday is there's a friend of Mama's, my mama, that she is able to cross at the land border, which is not far from us, and drive in with her license and her birth certificate. They've been letting people cross from Canada into the U.S. at the smaller land border crossings. Let me check. Let me check, Rosie. I see you, Rosie. About press, copyright, contact, creators, advertise. Okay, wait. Let me click on this. I clicked on the link and it brought me to a whole list of, I don't know what you want me to click on here. It brought up my watch history. Yeah, that link took me to my watch history. It says feed history. And I click on it and it brings me to my watch history. Oh. So if you're going to send me a link to a video, you have to go to the video itself and then click on share, copy link, and then post that link in the email. You could paste it into an email. And I love you too, Rosie. Yeah, but whatever that link is, it just sends me to, she made a pouty face. Oh. So the journey to justice says it took me 1 week to get my passport online from the UK to the USA. Here in Ontario, it's bad. In Canada, it's bad. There's no porn in there, Willow. Don't worry. No, it brought me to my, when I clicked on that link, Rosie, it brought me to my, is it okay if I bring it up and so I can show you what it does? Because it'll show your email address if I bring it up on screen. So if you say it's okay for me to bring you up your email, for me to show you what it does when I click on it. Okay, let me see if I can bring it up without showing. Everything else. Oh, well. Okay, share screen, share screen, share screen, share screen. Okay, so I click on your email and I click on this that you gave me. It brings me to this. My watch history. Is that my watch history or your watch history? I don't know, but this is what it brings me to. This could be your watch. I don't know. But it brings me to this. That's what it does done bring me to. Stupid computers. Oh, God. So I clicked it quick, so, okay. You just sent me another one. Let me see. I click on that. Okay, so now I have to highlight that because it's not highlighted. Let me put it into search now and paste it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you sent me. Yes, thank you. Okay, I will save that to watch later. I'll watch later. Thank you. She made a putty face. He took her. Yeah, I got that. Okay. I will watch that when we're done the live. Thank you for that, Rosie. Thank you, my darling. See, I don't have sent you another one. I've only got one so far. Oh, okay. I did get that one. It's okay. I will check it out. I would play it. I don't think Emma would strike me, but let's play it. I gotta get my earbuds. Let's play it. Emma, please don't strike me. Okay, now I gotta go back to this. Hang on a sec, you guys. Gotta go back to YouTube. I gotta go to playlists. I got to go to. Where is it? Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta go over here. Hang on, you guys. My library. Watch later. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so let me bring this up. Oh, crap. Hang on, you guys. I've got to, hang on a sec. I have my Bluetooth off, so my earbuds aren't connecting. Okay, let me. It's very confronting. Okay. Okay, let me share this. Okay. So this is Crime Stories Obsessed. Please go over and check her out if you have not checked her out. It's Emma, and she is a doll. I don't think she'll copyright strike me, but let's see what this says. I love her intro.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma, you're at Crime Stories Obsessed, and we're talking about quite a controversial subject.
Okay, so can everybody hear it? Can everybody hear this? Hello? Hello, people. Are you still here? Put a 1 in the chat, please, if you can hear it. I've got it paused right now, but if you could hear it. Okay.
Regarding Don and his daughter Summer. Now we know Summer went missing on the 15th of June, and that was 2021, last year. She has not been found. Don is now currently locked away for some other charges unrelated to Summer. And people have started to talk, whether that be because they feel less scared because Don's not around. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. And what I'm going to say is this is the one thing that I was wrong on. I thought, too, when Dawn went to jail, that either Dawn or Candace would start giving us information about where Summer was. I thought one of them would break. Okay, so Emma just mentioned it there, too, that there was a lot of people that thought that he would break or she would break. Now, what I find funny, too, you guys, tell me if you guys find this funny. Where's Candace? Where is Candace? We have not heard a thing from Candace in so long. Where is she? I have no idea, you guys. So let's listen on. Maybe we'll get some information about that here.
Whether it's true or not, I also don't know, but it sounds true. This is a girl called True that is speaking. You might have heard of her name before. She is Alison Harris's daughter, Hunter's sister. And of course, the family used to hang around on the hill with Candace, Dawn, and the kids quite a lot.
Okay, so True is H's sister. True has spoken out quite a bit during this whole thing, you guys. So let's
And
listen.
so they know them probably better than anyone. So this is what True had to say about what was going on, what she felt might have been going on between Don and his daughter Summer. Let's take a listen.
In summer, she had this long dress on. She was doing flips and shit, and you could see she had like this crusty shit on her vagina.
So
oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know how I'm going to get that out of there. She said a word that I don't know. Now, did you guys hear? Could you hear what she was saying? Okay, Summer Dawn, I'm not going to, you can email me that. I don't want it put in chat, please. If you want to email me that, and I will go through it first. I know Emma, and I know that she doesn't put out stuff that is not true. So anything, if you want to send me something, please send it via email, Summer Dawn. I'd like to hear that, and I'll vet it first.
she's saying that Summer had a long dress on. It sounds like she didn't have any knickers on. And if you missed it because I just boinged it out, it was to do with Summer having some crusty stuff down in her girly bits where she probably shouldn't. Now, we know it's disgusting to talk about, but we know girls of that age don't have discharge and things like that. So we know at that age, there's no reason really for them to have that down there. So let's carry on.
Oh. And I flipped my fucking shit because I had to my nanners, and I was like, I'm keeping Summer for the night.
She said that she took Summer back to her house because she didn't feel comfortable with what was going on.
And I was like, fuck. And I would ask her, I was like, did Daddy, her, she's like, she was just like, make a pouty face and shit. She wouldn't say nothing.
And then she asked Summer about her dad and whether anything was going on. And Summer just made a pouty face. Like True said, she just didn't.
Okay. I think that's the gist of it. Is that the gist of it, Rosie? Because I don't want to play the full video. That is disgusting. So if you guys didn't catch that, it's like she had a dress on. She didn't have undies on underneath the dress, and she was crusty. Now, down there where she shouldn't be. My thing is, True, to this girl, True, whoever the H's sister who was saying this, how do you know she was crusty down there? Like, what are you doing looking at a little girl's area? And I'm not saying this to be it. I want to know how she came to find that out. Like the whole thing, which she just said, and not Emma, but the True that was on the phone. How do you know? Yeah, and why is she saying all this just now? It's like, yeah, absolutely. This concerns me. How does this girl know about, how did she see that? That's areas that nobody should see except for you at 5 years old and your mama if she's bathing you or helping you bathe or whatever. It's like, how did you, an outsider outside of the family, see that? Right? How do you know that without seeing it? And how do you say something like that without saying it? I'm not saying it didn't happen, but my concern is, how did you see that to be able to make that comment? And why were you looking there? Before my doorbell goes off, give me a second, you guys. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, yeah, I got it before the doorbell this time. But yeah, how did she and why did she, what would put her in a position to be able to say something like that? And why were you looking there? Like, that's why I've tried to back off a bit from the Summerwells case. I know what I know from my reads. When information from law enforcement or anything like that comes out, I think that's the only time I'm going to jump back on and cover it just for this reason. Or I may do another read, whatever. But it's because of stuff like this. It's like, this is going to be another heyday, if you know what I mean. This is going to be another topic that everybody is going to go ballistic over. And it's going to end up with inter-channel fighting again. So sad. She could have saved this little girl if it's true. This person is awful, and I could never live with myself if I saw that and never helped this little girl or any child clearly in need. You guys, like, I'm ready to throw up. I am. I have some serious questions about what this girl just said. And this is H's sister. Now, we know that True is older. True is like 17. 18 or something like that. True is older. She's a kid of her own, I believe. This girl has a child of her own. Yeah, she has a child of her own. So she's not a child. But this girl, True, which is H's sister, when her mom and Candace used to be good friends, they were around each other a lot. And then even when Candace and, what's her name, you guys? H's mom? What's H's mother's name? Like it's a blank. As soon as you say it, I'm going to go, oh yeah. Allie, that's it. Thank you, Rosie. So when Candace and Allie stopped being friends, True used to go over there with her friends for, I don't know if it was drugs or alcohol or something, or if she was peeved off at her mother, she'd go stay there, and they made them sleep they made True and her friends sleep in the back of a pickup truck instead of inside the house, and all kinds of stuff this girl has come out with. Summer says, hold up. Was Summer with H and his family when she saw this? I don't know. I would have to go back to listen to it again, and it's something I don't even want to listen to again. Let me see if she's done any description. No. Emma hasn't given a description in the video to basically... Okay, hang on a sec, you guys. Give me a second. I'm going to mute. Okay, wait. I can do it this way. Hang on. Okay, hang on a sec. Oh my God, you guys, the more I listen to this. She's also saying, no, this happened at Dawn and Candace's Summer Dawn. Okay, because I'm just listening to some more of it right now. She said there was another time she was there, so I am assuming that she's seen this apparent crusty stuff when she was at Dawn and Candace's, because she just said another time that I was there, Dawn was just in boxers. He stripped Summer down and took her downstairs in the basement with him. Okay, she did say that. Okay, I didn't hear that. So, but she just said another time that she was there. Let me go back. Hang on a sec, you guys. Okay, no, she did not say that. Hang on a sec. I'm going to listen to it a little bit more. But what she did say is that she was there and Summer was doing flips and stuff. That's how she's seen it. Hang on. I'm listening, you guys. This is disgusting, but I'm going to see if she says that. Okay, so she was at Dawn and Candace's when she seen that in Summer's private areas. She was over it, apparently, from what this, I just listened to it back on slow mode and everything. She was at Dawn and Candace's, and Summer was in a dress. She was doing some cartwheels and flips or whatever. That's how she said she seen this in her private area, that it was all crusty and stuff, and it shouldn't be like that. Later, after the fact that she seen this, she said that she had taken Summer home. Okay, so then it goes on to say, hang on, let me listen. Okay, so she said when she took Summer home with her later that, I guess, day or whatever, she took Summer home with her. She said that she asked Summer if Daddy was hurting her, doing something to her, and Summer just did put her head down and did a pouty face. So this is where I am. Let me, because there's more to this, you guys. Hang on. And she wouldn't say nothing. So when True asked her if Dawn was doing anything, if Daddy was doing anything to her, I guess she just put her head down, she made a pouty face, and she wouldn't answer. And okay, so this is another time now she's talking about, she says, the one time we were out there and they were all drinking and crap. Hang on. He took all her clothes off. He only had boxers. He only had boxers on, and he was holding her up naked because he took all her clothes off and then took her downstairs. Okay, so then apparently what was said was after that, she said something to Candace, and she says, yeah, Donnie sleeps naked, so I had to go down and put a cover over him and take Summer and put Summer in her bed. Okay, so that's basically the end of that video. She goes on to talk about the allegations that the sisters have made. Wasn't she just in here? Channel called Crime Time with Jess. Is she still in here? Crime Time. Where is it? Jessica, are you in here? Just give me a sec, you guys. Somebody was just asking for permission to use one of my videos. And I don't have problems, you guys, letting anybody use my videos. I think that was very nice of her to ask. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to get that out to her because I don't know when she was going to. Okay, let me go over here for a second. So Emma is live right now, so I just sent her a message. Okay, she did give me the okay to use that clip. Here, let's send her a super chat. Let's send her a super chat. And we'll send her a $20 super chat. And that's what I mean, you guys. Like I can show you. I'm just going to show you just quickly. There we are, just to show you.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
There she is.
Thank you, darling. I love you too. That's so nice. Thank you. Bless you. Oh.
She is a sweetheart. I love Emma. I just love her, and I love her accent.
Records on their site.
So there, just let you guys, and that's what I do, you guys. Like I don't usually generally have a chance to go and check out other people's channels. I have checked out some of Crime Times before because she's messaged me with stuff. And when I do, and if I do use their stuff, I always do something like that. I'll go in and I'll throw them a super chat, support them too. They take a lot of their time doing their videos and whatnot also. So just to show you guys, I did ask her. Generally, I won't use somebody's clip without asking, but I do know Emma, and I know she's a sweetheart, and I didn't think she would mind. But in the same aspect, I want to support them for what they do and, you know, help their channel out too. Like it's about lifting people up. It's not about ripping them down. So if you haven't subscribed to Crime Stories Obsessed, go check her out. She's got a lot of good stuff, and she verifies all her stuff too before she puts it up. So that's why I felt comfortable showing you what she had. yes, I just love Emma to death. She is a sweetheart. So yeah, so it looks like she's still digging into that deep, you guys. I don't know if I will do, like I said, another, unless something comes up. I might shoot her an email afterwards and see, because I know she's bringing out some more stuff. That's why I cut it off. I want her to bring out her information that she's got and let her subscribers all see it before I use any of it. That's only fair. And I would never disrespect her in that way. So I will check out her video after and see what else she has come out with. And maybe in a couple days, I'll go over that. But if you want to see it right away, head on over to her channel and check out what she's bringing out. I know she was just showing a marriage license. I don't know. I didn't catch whose that was. I would assume it was Dawn and Candace's, but she's live right now too. So, and like I said, you guys, she vets all her stuff before she puts it up. So I know she is somebody who can be trusted with information. So thank you for Emma, for sure. Yes, she is. She's a sweetheart. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, like I said, Thursday, 3:15 Eastern, I will be going live with the Letitia Stout things. As far as I know, we can stream it. So I will be doing that. I'm going to email you this video, Willow. Okay. And like I said, I don't get a lot of time to watch like full videos and stuff like that. I am mods on a couple of other channels. So I do my best at night to jump in if I'm still awake on theirs and help them out. That'll be 5:15 a.m. Go to bed at 10 p.m. so you can get up for 5:15 a.m., Rosie. But that's when it is. I can't change the time, my dear. I wish I could for you. Rosie's always here. It's like Sundays when I do my mini reads, it's like I start at 11:30 my time, and it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning her time. And Rosie's a trooper. She's always there. Well, thank you, Judy. We're looking forward to seeing you too. Yes, this will be available. It takes a little bit of time to get from StreamYard to YouTube. So I do make it private until it's uploaded. Everything's uploaded, and then it will be public. So this will be available at 3:42 a.m. Go to bed, Rosie. I'm going to get offline so you can go to bed. I just love you to death. Also, I may throw in another. Would you guys, before you go, would you guys be interested in me doing? You guys know I do my mini reads on Sundays. Would you guys be interested in a midweek, like say Wednesdays, on doing yes or no questions with the pendulum? Would you guys be interested in that? If I did that, say midweek, like on a Wednesday, I want to ask you guys first. I may put up a poll. Too, so those who aren't in chat right now can see it. If you guys would be interested in doing a yes or no, because it's yes or no questions that you can ask the pendulum on Wednesdays. Maybe do an hour session or something. Yes or no questions that you guys can ask. I got some yeses in there. So that's something I'm looking into doing. My testing is coming to an end. I think I got 2 or 3 more tests that I got to do. I've got to do blood work 2 more times. I do that every couple days because different tests some require fasting, some don't. So they got to split them up every couple days. But I'm coming to the end, you guys. I'm coming to the end. So for the ultrasound, for those of you, especially my mods, that are always wondering and worrying, the ultrasounds came back. They didn't see nothing except for a spot, an abrasion on my liver, which they said has been there for years and hasn't gotten bigger. So the next is the CAT scan for, I guess they can see different things on the CAT scan, but they wanted to get that ultrasound done first to make sure there was no hernia or a twisted bowel or something. So, okay, you sent me the video. Okay, Summer. I can check that quick before I take off, just in case it's something that, let me just see here. Okay, I have to put my earbud back in. Hang on. Don't stress, Izzy. Don't stress, my dear. Stay positive. I've got a scope coming up too, you guys, and I'm not looking forward to that, where they go down your throat into your stomach to check for stuff inside the stomach, if there's ulcers or oh, I'm not looking forward to it at all. It's got me scared shitless. Anyway, okay, let me just see this. Okay, when was this video? Hang on a sec, you guys. I don't have a date. This is like from weeks ago. I'm looking at it right now, Summer, and this is from a couple of weeks ago, at least. Where another YouTuber says that they passed Summer. They passed Candace. So, if it's only 21 minutes, I may have time to watch the full thing. No, not the, yeah, not a colon, not through the colon. They're going down my throat. I thought that was going into my stomach. I've had the one from the butt there before, and I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, I didn't like it, but they gave me just this pill just to make me a little loopy, not to knock you out or anything, but just to make you a little loopy and whatever. And I did okay with that one. Is it fun? Absolutely not. But the other one is the one down the throat. Oh, you got it. I would rather have the one in the butt than the one going down my throat, because even when I'm brushing my teeth, Summer, if my toothbrush or any of the toothpaste goes back, like just past my teeth in the back of my mouth, I'm gagging. I'm throwing up. So it's like I have a hard time with that. Yes, apparently here they give you something to make you a little loopy, but they freeze your throat. That's what terrifies me, because I choked on a chicken bone before, and that's why I think I'm so terrified now when something starts going down my throat and it doesn't feel right. It's like something that shouldn't be there. And sometimes it's just a hard piece of the coating on chicken or something. You know what I mean? It's nothing dangerous like a chicken bone. But ever since I swallowed that chicken bone and it got stuck in my throat and I had to go and get that taken out, I have been terrified. I am terrified. So them freezing my throat and me not being able to feel my throat, I think I'm going to go into a major panic attack. Yeah, they clean you out. So yes, I do know that they give you some kind of moderate, like little pill that makes you a little bit loopy. But what I'm terrified of is them is freezing my throat, because I can't. It's like, even if I swallow some spit, it's like, is it going down? Like, you get terrified. You don't know what I'm talking about unless you've ever had something stuck in your throat. It terrifies you when it feels like I can't breathe. And I go into a complete panic attack. It's like a PTSD or something. It's like there's certain things, or if you touch my neck, it's PTSD. It's like, holy crap, it freaks me the hell out. Oh, it does. It traumatizes you for the rest of your life. Yeah, see, that's why I don't know this guy. I've never heard of him. The link that you sent me, it's hard to vet stuff like that if it's true or not. So that's why I generally won't talk about it. But this person says that he passes me going to Dandridge, and he gives a final assessment of the Summer Wills case or whatever. I don't know him. I'm not saying that he's not truthful. All I'm saying is I don't know him, and in order for me to put stuff like that on my channel, I would have to vet it first. Like if it came from Duty Ron or something like that, I would not have a problem maybe showing clips of it, but I don't know who this is. But anyway, so you guys, you can watch for, what is her name again? I guess she is going to use some of my reads on her channel. It's called Crime Time with Jess. I don't know if any of you have ever watched her channel. I don't know of her, but I have no problem. Hopefully she's not, well, not her, but I just hope there's not a lot of drama on her channel because I don't want to be brought into that. But she was formerly a tarot reader too. So she's asked if she could use some of my content in an upcoming video she's going to do, a live stream. Okay, so no, you guys haven't heard of her? Yeah, I can't. I was right by a gas station and they needed the high. I'm like, oh my God. I could still breathe. Summer, I could still breathe, but I could feel it every breath I took. And it's like I was rushed right to the hospital. But I can't imagine needing the Heimlich. And because it's a chicken bone, they say don't do the Heimlich with a chicken bone because it could lodge it even deeper. So, but thank God there was somebody there that could do the Heimlich on you. Thank God. Be careful with Arby's. Yeah, and it's funny, that you could have ate them for years with no problems whatsoever, or any kind. Now I would, if that happened to me, Summer, now I would be as scared to eat any cheese stick. Yep. And it was a Kentucky Fried Chicken that I choked on. The little bones in the back of the rib there, it was one of them. And I was late going to work. And I was just woofing it down in the car. And that's what happened. So thank God I had other people in the car with me. Thank God. And somebody took over driving and got me right to the hospital. Oh my gosh, Leslie. Hello, Leslie, and welcome. Okay, so Leslie says, I've had it done. They do it really quick. You have to keep swallowing. No freezing. Well, I think I will be telling them I don't want my throat froze. Or I'm not going to get it done. Hopefully, I don't have to have that done. They're going to do the CAT scan next. They did the ultrasound. Now they're going to do the CAT scan. And it's less intrusive, right? So hopefully they can find out what they need to know from that. So I don't have to get this done. But if I do, I'm going to definitely tell them, no way whatsoever am I getting my throat frozen. Like I have a hard time and I'm gagging when you get work done on your teeth and they freeze your mouth, I have a hard time with that because I can't feel what's going on, and I get the PTSD. It just hits me. So yes, I will definitely be saying I know no freezing. If you can put it there and I can swallow and keep swallowing, no problem. Yeah, it's scary. Once you've had something like that happen where you're choking, I swear to God, it's a form of PTSD that you get. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank God. And that's why they make holes in the top of like a pen, like in the lid of a pen now that you put over your pen. They have holes in it at the end now. So in case somebody does swallow it, air can still get through. Oh, I don't want to be knocked out either, Judy. I don't want to be knocked out either. Yeah, that has got to be in Sherry's opinion. Hi, darling. It's got to be the most scariest thing. It's like I seen something somewhere where if you're gonna die, somebody's gonna kill you, and they're giving you a choice of either drowning or burning to death. What would you choose? Or like being thrown into a fire? Neither. No, I'm not coming to this party because no, not being able to breathe has got to be, and I'm asthmatic and I got COPD that I was recently diagnosed with. And it's like, no, it is the scariest thing ever. Shoot me in the head. If you're going to kill me, just shoot me in the head. Let it over and done with quick. No, not being able to breathe is, or drowning. Yeah, no, I know. Summer says drown. No, I don't want to drown and I don't want to be burnt. No way to either. I'm not going to that party. I'm not going. Nope. Shoot me in the head. Or give me an overdose of something. Or gas me in a car. No. You just go to sleep peacefully. You know? No. No. It's scary just even thinking about it. They go down your stomach tube, not your windpipe. Yeah, but if they freeze your throat, everything's froze. No, you can do it. Give me something little loopy. I will swallow. I am not being knocked out, and I am not having my throat froze. Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die anytime soon. I mean, everybody's going to die at some point, but I hope when I die, it's just peaceful. It's like in my sleep or whatever. Anyway, you guys. Okay. Look what we're going to do. You guys have stuck around this long. We're going to do a couple of these, you guys. And you guys that are with me on Sundays know what these cards are. Oh, look at that. You can't even see me. There's my Googles. Okay, who wants a card? And I'm going to warn you right now that these do have some, whoops, slow the F down. These are, they're like just to bring a smile to your face. These are not Oracle or Tarot. They're just a card, you guys. Maybe make you laugh. Okay, Judy, you want one? We're going to take one right from the middle for you, Judy. So if you do want one, let me know and I'll pull one for you. Cheers to enjoying life. You're welcome. Chop wood, carry vodka. Oh, gosh. Rosie. Raise the vibe one breath at a time. Keep calm and effing, oh well, effing breathe. Summer. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste, bitches. Oh, gosh. Who else wants a card? Come on, you guys. You're in chat. You want a card? Comtoot. Acceptance, better watch out. I'm coming for it next. Never. Inner peace is my bitch. Oh, gosh. Who did I just do? Who's next? Comtoot? I see. Look at how good my memory is. Okay, wait. I got to do this. Okay, Comtoot. Me. Cultivate calm. Behold the field in which I grow my F's. Lay the eyes upon it and see that it is barren. There you go. Who's next? Summer. Like no one's watching, or if they are, give it up. Give me a Nirvana I can dance to. Izzy Rose. Hello, Izzy Rose. Activate Permonta. The power of meow. Oh, the lotus flower. I love that. You're very welcome. You guys, you want a card? We'll do it for a couple minutes. You're very welcome. If you want another one, let me know and I will give you another one. I love Nirvana too, yeah. Nirvana brings me back to the 90s, 80s and 90s. The good old days. Tell me about the good old days. What's that song called? Grandpa. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like the world's gone crazy. Okay. Please do. Izzy, you want another one? We'll give you another one. Izzy. No less than the effing stars. You are a child of the universe. I love these. These are Kathy Allison. Hello. Oh, I forgot Simply Susan. Simply Susan, you're next. And we'll take one from the middle here. Have a meditation staycation. Sweet Om. Have a meditation staycation. Stay at home and drink all the wine. Okay, Simply Susan. Take a 5-minute mental vacation. It's F this shit o'clock. Oh, I've said that so many times in one day. Grandpa, that's it. The Judds. Oh, the Judds are from your hometown? And one of them just passed away. Rest her soul. I love the Judds. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, everything is changing fast. Oh yeah, they call it progress, but I just don't know. I love that song. I know, they're funny. Anybody else? Come on, anybody else want a card? Got a minute or two left. I don't want to be pushy, but I'll go gay. Ask away. Peace. It starts with releasing the bull. Visualize world peace. World peace. Oh. Rosie. Oh, wait. Simply Susan again. Hang on. Simply Susan. A toast to no worries. Hakuna Mascara. Haha, get out that glass of wine. Okay, Rosie. Let's do one for Rosie. I'm going to put it here so I don't forget. Rosie. Here we go. Rosie. Embrace your tiny inner Buddha. Awaken to tiny, beautiful things at every effing turn. Rosie has 8 cats and 2 dogs. Oh, you need a farm, Rosie. Rosie needs a farm. Or a big barn. All the cats and dogs and goats. I want a goat. I'm in the middle of a city. I can't have a goat, but I want a goat. Goat therapy, where you let them walk on your back. Oh, you're welcome, Izzy. I want a goat. Bylaws. Says I can't. I would have a goat. Okay, Kathy. There you go. F yeah. Dance in the storm. I say that all the time. I'll go out and dance in the storm. Yeah, to keep your grass nice and cut. Judy says, oh my gosh, my son would kill me if I brought any more home. Oh my gosh. Anybody else? They have mini goats. Yeah, I want like a little goat. I'll bring it in the house. It can sleep in here. I'll teach it to go pee and poo outside only. Judy says, goats can clean up your yard real good. 2 kitties up for donation. No, I'm allergic to cats. Love you too, Kathy. Okay, anybody else? Even if you've had one, if you want another one, let me know. These are just fun cards. I seen them and I said, gotta. It can't always be serious, right, you guys? We gotta have a little fun. Put a little fun in our day. Maybe it's these cards that my one hater doesn't like. Here, let's pull a card for my hater. Hey, what do you guys think? Let's pull. This card here is pulled for the one person that dislikes all my videos. I hope it's a good one for you. I really do. I hope it puts a smile on your face. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this is not on purpose. I pulled this out of the middle of the deck. But anyway, this is for my hater. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. Silence your inner critic. How fitting, you guys. Come on. How fitting. And you guys seen, I shuffled and took it from the middle. So to my one hater that hates every one of my videos, it gives me the thumbs down. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. Silence your inner critic. Wow, that was funny. That was funny. Okay, Judy, and this is exactly what I did. I did this. I put it down, and I took the top card. Pay the piper and move on, Judy. Drop and give me Zen. Drop and give me 10. How appropriate, right? Perfect. It's like no hate intended, but spirit world is telling you something too for me to get that card when I said, let's pull one for my one hater. Sorry, but I do hope your world gets a little better. And then you can come on and I'll give you your first mini free. I love goats. I want that goat therapy where they walk on your back. It's like, and they don't complain. They don't care. They think that they're, on the top of a mountain or something. I just climb up on her back. Yeah. They love doing that stuff. Des, where's Des? Okay, we're going to pull one for Des. I don't know where Des is. Des left. I know she's got her hands full there. Des. Let's pull one for Des. The wine is helping. Fresh out of F's and embracing inner peace. Yep. There you go, Des. Okay. Another half a minute. So if you want a card, get it in now, or that's going to be it. No more ha-has. No more funnies. Back to business. Back to serious stuff. This is just our time out for the day for fun stuff. Then we got to get back to business. Anybody else? Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Going 2.5? 2 3/4? Okay, nobody else wants one. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Okay, you guys, so what a good way to end the session today. And we all need a little bit of a laugh. You know, I laugh at myself because if you can't laugh at yourself, then what can you laugh at, right? So, like I said, you guys, we got a big day on Thursday. Starts at 3:15 Eastern. We'll be covering the Letitia Stout case. I'm going to maybe put up a poll or something a little later, see how many would be interested in doing the yes and no questions. Maybe $5, $5 super chat. Enough to just cover my time, because you know, between the 30% that YouTube takes and then Google takes their share, Google Pay, and Apple Pay takes their share, you're losing 40-something% now of anything you get on your super chats between YouTube and the two pay things. So we'll do it. We'll do it cheap, maybe $5. Yes, it's been great, you guys. From Ashton, Kentucky, as Naomi was. Yeah, he is. That guy too just had an appearance. Let me just see. It was a while back. Troy Drivers on the 5th of July. And we can't get any information on it for some reason. I'm going to try and see if I can't get some information on it, but we'll see what happens. Okay, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up for now. Thank you for my mods being here. I love you guys to the moon. Best mods ever. I got the best subscribers ever. Thank you for everybody who has stayed to the end. This video will be private until it's fully uploaded to YouTube. And then it will be available again. So you may have to give it half an hour or so before it's fully uploaded. Once it's fully uploaded, I will put it back up. Uh-oh, Rosie. I'm about to commit murder. Don't say that on live stream. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Rosie, what happened? Uh-oh. What did the cats do? The cats had to have done something. What did they do? Rosie, spill the beans. See? Am I psychic or what? I'm intuitive. I'm not psychic. I'm intuitive. See that? I said, uh-oh. Gonna be the cats. There you go. The cats. Okay, you guys. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. Get back to your day. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for contributing to all the chat and everything. And paper towels everywhere. Oh, no. Could have been worse. They could have jumped on a plant and a plant smash on the floor. Could have been worse. That's how you got to think. Positive. At least it wasn't something smashed. Yeah. Okay. So let's wrap it up, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, the video will be won't be available for about half an hour once I end the stream. It takes a bit to upload to YouTube and get my description and everything in there. And then it will be back up for you guys to see again. Okay, so if you've just joined, know that it will be back up in about half an hour. Okay, so with that being said, don't kill the cats, Rosie. Love you guys to the moon and back. Please stay safe and please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.